Hello everyone, welcome back to Unlockies. Shoutouts to Simple Flips. It's Look Who It Is. So here's the thing, I have completely lost track of time. What do you mean it's been 3 weeks, dude? That's crazy. You mean to tell me? Sorry, we should probably do timeline A. You mean to tell me that I've been just doing the same, phone calls, appointments, phone calls, appointments, phone calls, appointments. I need to, specify this. I was thinking to myself, I think it's time to record the, Hollow Body episode. And then I looked at what date it was, and I looked at what day it was, and I'm like, what do you fucking mean, bro? What do you mean? I don't know. I've completely lost track of time in every conceivable way. So let's do a challenge. Let's do a challenge run on Harbinger of Doom. Is it O or X? Is it O or X? I'm gonna assume it's O. Ghost Town, Mimi's little project. I mean, let's just do Ghost Town, man. Let's just do Ghost Town. Oh my god, you're hitting me with a Zhectast? You're hitting me with a Zhectast run as a little treat? Well, I mean, we never would have seen this shit back in the old days when I was doing videos titled, Ghost Town or whatever. So, you know what? Fair play. So what are we looking for here? I mean, we're trying to actually, you know... I've done the 5, 6, 7, 0, 9, awoo, right? I've done that, right? Yeah, I've done that. I've done that, totally. I've done that. I've played these games before. So here's the thing. Medusa Metamorphosis? Nah. Noisy Nails? Nah. This is cursed. There's no winning this. This is literally, Harbinger of Doom, no weapons, no spells. Frightening Flood, very dangerous mystery. Noisy Nails, very dangerous mystery. Metamorphosis, very dangerous mystery with only 2 freebies. Nah. Get them out of here. We're trying to actually, unlock the achievement, right? I feel like this is the resin, even though it's a built-in game mechanic. Residential Recluse is also pretty bad, but we do have funds. Violent Vigil is interesting. You know what? I'm gonna take this one. I think this one's pretty easy. And you know what? We'll do Recluse first. We will do Recluse first, Vigil second. How about that? How about that? HBT. How about that? Pretty crazy, right? Now, I did want to say something. So, when was this? I have no idea. Because, apparently 3 weeks went by and I have no freaking clue, dude. But somebody made this absolutely incredible, and... you know, it's on me for not remembering the name off the top of my head. I apologize for that. If Discord would ever load. Oh, I'm in streamer mode. Jan on the Discord server, which will totally be relaunched, I swear, made this really cool, pixel art Morn walking around Unlockies, but in the World of Horror font. Or the World of Horror style. And it's so fucking cool, and that was 16 days ago, man. I feel so bad that I didn't I didn't see it until a week later, and I still can't process that was that was 10 days ago, man. It's absolutely beautiful. I love it. You know, I immediately put it in the fan art folder that I have on my computer, and you know, It really made my week, and then I blinked, and it's been, another week. I'm going crazy, dude. It's so weird, I've heard about this thing happening before, where, I've heard about people talking about it online, where you basically are in a situation where every day just kind of, rolls over, and so you kind of have this thing where it's you wake up, you have the same day that you had yesterday, and the same things happened. And then you just kind of, forget that multiple days have passed, and it's I need to, I need to, make something happen in my life or something, dude. It's crazy. I must be delirious. So true and real, bestie. Because it genuinely is nuts. Like, I've never had this happen before. Because it's like, normally, you know, you wake up and then you have like a new day, you have a brand new day, and everything's like a fresh new experience for you. And then you're like, yippee! And then it's like, you know, why did I do that? Why did I do that? We should have taken the stamina damage. I'm gonna sell the stuffed toy. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get some of our money back. I'm not gonna sell the bottle of water. That's very important for our, like, you know, ability to win this run. I'll take the Doom, that's fine. But we're probably gonna spend a few bucks on this ghost, which is completely fine because there are no stores in Shiikawa to spend money on anyways. It's a very bad tourist attraction, honestly. But, you know, I've just had, like, a lot of days of just, like, filling out online forms, filling out forms in person, going to appointments, making phone calls, and it's just, it all just, like, even though it's, like, going to new places and doing things, it just feels like the same thing, and it's the only thing that you're thinking about. You know, you're going through your day-to-day life, and it's, like, the only thing that you're thinking about, and it's like, well, you know, it's just kind of like... I wouldn't really say, like, it's degen, because it's, like, productive, you know what I mean, right? But it feels degen, and it's, like, impossible to know what's actually, like, happening in your day-to-day life, because it's just wake up, phone calls, appointments. And you just do that over and over and over again. And it's, like, important, and you're supposed to do those things, and it's, like, you know, good for you, and it's, like, productive in your life, but it doesn't feel like anything's happening. And then the weekend hits, and the weekend feels like the only real days, like, that you have because you can't do those things. So you only remember the weekends, and then just, like, the week is a complete blur. But I have been doing something productive about it, at least a little bit. I don't think I'm ever going to post it because I'm awful. But, you know, I've always enjoyed writing. I think writing is a fun exercise. I like coming up with fictional stories and little, like, fictional things that happen. And, you know, normally what I do is I'm a prologue poster, all right? I write the prologue, and then I plan out the entire thing in my brain, and then I immediately, like, I immediately drop it completely. Like, just completely, immediately drop it. It's... like, I literally, like, I'll start writing something, I'll do the prologue, and it'll be good, it'll be great. It's bad, I don't know, I'm bad at writing. But, like, you know, it'll be fun. And then I'll be like, I can't wait to do this again. And then I will not write for, like, 5 months. But, and this is kind of cursed a little bit, because I actually don't know how well I'm doing, but I am writing significantly more, and I'm on quote-unquote chapter 4 right now. And the reason why I'm saying quote-unquote chapter 4 is because I cannot, for whatever reason, every time I prologue post, right, I always write on the computer. And I used to use .text files, but they're really annoying because they don't automatically do line breaks. But, you know, I was using them for a little while, and they were, you know, not really working, but I had some decent success with them. And then I should have gone for the cursed inscriptions because, like, you know, having a good spell probably wins you the run immediately. We definitely don't want to get Doom here because we are Zhectast posting, but we are going to save a lot of... Oh. You're really going to show me this right now? You're really going to show me this right now? Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're gonna regain reason, and then we're gonna escape. And we're gonna feel decently fine about that. Oh no, my granduncle, he's gone. But, you know, I tried using .text files. Holy shit, a Zhectast event. Whoa, that's crazy, dude. Can't believe that happened. We're gonna see that, like, again in, like, 7 months. I don't even remember the last time we got perception from Zhectast. We don't play Zhectast very often. Maybe I should grind out Zhectast. Maybe I should become, like, a Zhectast god gamer. Just, like, fully unlock, you know what I mean? Go, like, full Zhectast posting. We have desperation, actually. I don't think you're gonna, like, be killed by this, and also we can't, like, fully prompt it, but if you did take bonus, that would be, like, insane. Love to see that, actually. But, you know, I'd use a text file, and it would get the job done, and I would write a little bit of, like, a chapter 1. I would write the prologue, I'd write a little bit of the chapter 1, and then, you know, everybody's like, oh, you know, you should get a writing app, because writing apps are really good. They're great for being productive. They're great for, like, you know, keeping everything organized. And so I was like, awesome, I'll do that. And I got this thing called Bibisco? 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 It's Bibisco, and it's pretty cool, right? It's pretty cool. It's feature rich. It's got a lot of stuff going on. You know, I look at it and I'm like, wow, this is like, you know, like a pretty cool thing. You know, I'm like, wow, this is neat, you know? But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Throughout the course of, like, I think I bought it, like, a couple years ago, right? It was definitely, like, I think it was, like, was it a couple years ago? Was it during the Global Hootenanny? I'm not entirely sure, right? Shoutouts to Uncle Adam. I remember it because you couldn't say the pandemic back then, because YouTube got really mad at you. And so YouTubers are trying to find creative ways to say it. And I have come pretty far in my hatred for, like, censor words, right? But I don't know, Uncle Adam talking about it and referring it to as the Global Hootenanny, that always, like, I don't know, that just kind of, like, I always just remembered that, you know what I mean? Oh god, what next? Oh god, what mystery are we gonna do next? This mystery's awful, dude. We're gonna do it. Let's do it. We have a stalker's mask. We're fighting a human enemy. Oh, it's a doomed downtown. So I started using Bibisco, or however you pronounce it. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. And it's really cool because it's got, like, a bunch of these features where you can be like, okay, you can write the characters, you can do a timeline, you can, like, it has, like, a questionnaire thing about characters. It has a... Do I want 7 EXP for $1? Sure, why not? You know, it has a lot of feature sets that are really, like, good, right? That are really nice. And, you know, it prompts you, like, you have, like, you can mark different scenes, and you can mark different chapters, so it's like you can write a scene, and then it's in the chapter, and then you can organize the scenes, and then you can, like, reposition them if you need to, in case you want to do, like, a flashback or something, or you want to tell the story out of order, so you can, like, write everything in, like, the timeline, and then you can shuffle things around. It's got great tracking tools. It, like, tells you if you're, like, meeting your word goals. It's got so many amazing features that you're just like, this is awesome software. This is great software. But the thing is, for the life of me, I would prologue post. I would write the prologue. I would type out the main characters and some of the side characters. I would do a little bit of world building, and I would do all of that. And then it would go absolutely fucking nowhere. Well, we're getting the double whammy on human enemies, by the way, aren't we? It's a shame it still sucks. A 65-55 is, like, the worst possible thing I could ever imagine, so we're just gonna take the damage and, like, live our lives happy and healthy. But it's not actually healthy, because we just got, you know, the enemy roars in rage, which did, like, a shit ton of damage to us, so, you know, 8 stamina for a boss on Mystery 3, you know, sweating, tugs at collar, wipes sweat off of brow. Oh, it's over, chat. It's over. It's what we call as over. It's what we refer to as it's over. We lose. We're done here. Roll again, idiot. Try again, moron. So here's the thing. We're doing 80 million damage, alright? We can do 75, 65. Which we have to. Now, this is going to do 14 damage boosted. I don't even know if we can, like, guarantee it as, like, a thing. You know what I mean? No, we can't. 85 is pretty good. Now, how about this? This is going to do 10 damage boosted. Yeah, it's going to do 10 damage boosted, because 8 plus 2. I can do very basic and simple math. I swear. Like, do you want to do an 85%, or do you want to do a dodge? I think we're going to do an 85%, dude. Go gadget, empty bottle. That did 4 damage! Are you crazy? We could throw the meat cleaver and then just run from every fight, but do we lose damage? But does it matter? Like, let's say we lose the +1 bonus damage, that's still gonna do, like, 9, and the meat cleaver's probably gonna do 3. We could throw the Stalker's Mask instead to keep the meat cleaver. How many human enemies are we gonna fight again? So this is currently going to do 10 damage. It might do 9, though, if we throw the Stalker's Mask. But we could throw the Stalker's Mask after the slash. Let's go ahead and do that. I can do that. Yeah, it's easy. Don't even worry about it. The damage goes out instantly. The animation takes like 80 years to play, though. Fame is never happening. The fucked up thing is I need to get a point of strength, or else we're gonna die. But also, like, my health is bad. Mizuki's health is bad. Yeah, what are we gonna do, chat? Like, we don't really want to fight from this point onwards, so maybe we do just take the point of strength and then hope that we don't die to events. We're gonna die to events. Don't worry about it. We're alright, we're alright. You know, so Bibisco, the writing app, is really good, and it's really fun, and it's really feature complete, and it has everything that I could ever want from the perspective of writing a, like, you know, a book. Especially the more complicated it becomes, right? But the thing is, I was always prologue posting. I said it earlier, you know, I only write a few of the characters down. I'll write like a prologue, maybe half a chapter if I'm feeling crazy, and then nothing ever again, right? And I'll never even get past it, right? And I'll never revisit projects at all. Things just, like, you know, fantastical stories just live in my brain, and I just cannot put them to, like, keyboard to text file. You know, I just have, like, a skill issue on that. Contagious Coma, Rancid Ramen. Coma's gonna be doomed because of whatchamacallit. So let's just... You know what? The safest mystery for last. Even though this is exactly when we need to play safe, because we have no health. We'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Thumbs up. We're gonna be perfectly good, perfectly fine. Just click the options that don't hurt you. Just click the options that don't hurt you. Just click the options that don't hurt you. But recently, I kind of found this, like, zen state of... And this is gonna sound probably, like, absolutely insane, but it's, like, actually true and real. I had an amazing writing session where I was standing up, pacing around my home with headphones on and typing into my phone. And I was so, like, baffled, but I was so productive, and I had never written that much in a single sitting before. And it was so good. And then when I was, like, tired of pacing around in my home, all I had to do was just lie on my bed, and I'm still typing on my phone. Now, this is a disaster for, like, 80 different reasons, but, like, it kinda worked super well. Right? And so, you know, I did a little bit of prologue posting. And how do I put it? I wrote a prologue for a story, and then I started writing the first chapter for the story, and then I'm like, you know, I have a good idea of how, like, the middle point and the end point will go, but I don't really have an idea of how the early part of the book will go. So I just scrapped it. And for, like, a month and a half, I didn't write anything else, right? For, like, a month and a half, 2 months. And then I was like, all right, I got it. And so I started writing a completely different book. And I prologue posted, and then I chapter 1 posted, and then I chapter 2 posted, and then I chapter 3 posted, and then I chapter 4 posted. I'm finishing up the fourth quote-unquote chapter tonight. And I'm doing it all on the fucking Notes app, the default Notes app on you know, your iPhone, right? Sorry, I'm a filthy Apple user. But it was really interesting, and it was really weird because I was just sort of having this experience where I'm being so productive, and honestly, it's really the only part of my day that I'm looking forward to at this point. Because it's fun. I think writing is fun. I just, for some reason, cannot do it at a desk with a keyboard. I need to be on my phone, tip-tap typing away. And the thing is, it cramps your hands. It kind of hurts. And so right now I'm looking at, like, you can get, like, this, it's like this keyboard case for your phone, so you, like, put your phone in the case, and then the case has, like, a flip-out keyboard. And I'm looking at that, and I'm like, oh, that would be like typing on the little Xbox 360 keyboard that was a controller attachment for the Xbox 360 controller, you know, or the keyboard attachment for the PS3 controller. You know, the Xbox 360 one sat on the bottom, the PS3 one was like a mounted flip thing at the top of your controller. It was really weird. But, you know, I've been thinking about that, and, like, it's like, I don't really want to get a new phone, because the only thing that I use my phone for is, like, playing Limbus Company once in a blue moon, because I like playing Limbus Company on my computer more, and then, you know, everything else that a phone does, which is texting, calling, like, Discord, that sort of thing. And, you know, now and, you know, brain rot YouTube Shorts, of course, and now I'm just like, we need to level up strength one more time, or we're screwed, by the way, but we don't want to lose stamina, because we're going to lose stamina everywhere else. I guess just roll the greatest check of your life and just be home free for the rest of the game, TM? I mean, we could. I don't really feel like we need to, though, because the Doom's not the concern. The concern is the Zhectast. The Zhectast is the concern. And the Lighthouse, you know, but I'm not really thinking that far ahead. I don't really want to think that far ahead. We need to put 1 point in strength, and then we'll see where we're at. I'm just gonna run away. I think I'm alright with that. Now, we're gonna die, probably, to the Lighthouse, but I'm more concerned about the immediate Zhectast. And so the only thing where I'm, like, you know, barely, like, oh, we lost EXP for that. I completely forgot that was a thing that happens. All right, let's see what we got going on here. You know, let me finish the story first. You know, if this video is titled, like, Ghost Town Challenge 2025, then this is going to be a really awkward video for people who have never watched a Webweaver video before and have, like, no, you know, context, or, like, no, you know, rapport is probably the wrong word, but, like, you know, this is their first video they're watching, they're like, this person's freaking crazy, and it's like, yeah, probably. But, you know, it's like, I was, the only reason why I'm kind of hesitant to say 4 chapters is that it basically, the Notes app does not have a word count feature, so I don't know how much I've written. And one advice that my friend gave me a while ago, when I was prologue posting, was I tried writing a chapter 1, and then they were like, this is just a prologue, like, this is not long enough to be a chapter. And then the other piece of advice that a different friend gave me was that, you know, just write until you think it's a good, like, chapter stop point, and then when you write the whole thing, you can go back in and you can, like, you know, you can basically go through it all and be like, all right, yeah, now it's a, you can rearrange, like, the chapter markers, which I thought was a really good idea. So, you know, I have no idea how much I've actually written, but, you know, I've been, like, every day I've been writing for, like, 3+ hours minimum, I think, and it's crazy, man. It's absolutely nuts, and it's a mess, it's a bad story, but I'm having a great time, which is the only thing that matters, really. Like, yeah, that's the only thing that matters. Alright, let's win the run now? Maybe. We'll see. Are we winning the run? -3, we're not winning the run. -9, -2, -9, -2, -9, -5. This is literally the worst case scenario that you can have, outside of the fact that we don't have the Tower of Doom, you know, we don't have to fight the boss. If you had to do all of this and fight the boss, it's just like uninstall the game at that point, and then reinstall it, because it's a fun game. But, okay, how do we do this? It's not impossible, but it's going to be very difficult, because we are... We actually don't need to level strength. Strength's gonna go to 1. We need to survive, so we need to get... Do we have any curses that's gonna make this really difficult? So we need to survive -9, -5, and then we're good. I think we actually won, which is kind of insane. I don't want to title this video, like, Ghost Town 2025 Mizuki Challenge, because then people who are new to the channel will watch, and they'll be like, oh, Webweaver's crazy, and it's like, you know, we're on our delusion arc, +2 reason, +1 reason, I think, is delusion. This doesn't matter at all. We are going to go down to 1, 2, 4, 2, 3. So I think we're okay. I think we're fine. All we have to do is rest a couple of times, and then pick a god and pray, I suppose. I don't even know if we have to rest a couple of times. Will resting once do it? Because it's -9, and then -5. I always get this way when I haven't played World of Horror in, like, 3 weeks. I'm always, like, a little doubt. I'm a little doubtful. But we're not taking any doom from this, so it's like... Might as well just hit it a couple of times for, like, safety, even though it doesn't matter. Like, we're gonna survive with, like, whatever. What a weird run. What a weird commentary. You know, at least, like, half the people who watch this are subscribed, so... you know, it'll be alright. You should totally like and subscribe, by the way. It helps. And we're gonna do... To the best of my ability. I cannot believe that was a win. What the fuck do you mean Harbinger of Doom Zhectast Ghost Town is real, dude? That's crazy. Running away is OP. Do not do any MBMs. MBM mysteries are like, they will end your run. There's no chance. We almost got a 2550. If I didn't yap for 1 less second. Oh my god. Or if I yapped for 1 second less. Jesus Christ. What was even the reward for doing this? I don't even know. Own both baseball bats, intrusive thoughts, forget 5 spells, do something, me to the Democratic Party of the United States. Home run, Eldritch backstory. Where's the, complete parole violation? Good old times, swollen joint. Where are the other? We gotta do the blue gem riddle and something truly evil. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Are you fucking kidding me? Fuck. Oh, that's awesome. Handcuff the ghostly spear, you know, the greatest thing in the fucking game. Hexperimental therapy, that's Mimi's. So where's Mizuki's challenge? Oh, it's this one. Most popular idol, Ghost Town. Dislocated shoulder. Alright. Through all of the trials and tribulations, we have been awarded with a dislocated shoulder. Thanks for... You know what? It's been a while. And let's pad the video a little bit longer, huh? Let's pad the video a little bit longer. The World of Horror ends here, though. The World of Horror yapping ends here. It's time to get a lullable streak going again. And I mean a streak. That'll keep me honest. But to the best of my ability... I'm going to try to do the daily uploads. I'm going to try to come back with the other series, because it's not that I wanted to stop doing it, it's that I literally completely lost track of time, because every day is just phone calls, forums, appointments, and it's like, ugh. But we're ballin'. We're locked in. We're ballin'. You know what? Nobody will make it to the end of the video, so nobody will hear this embarrassing fact, okay? I have not unpacked. Whenever I need clothes, grab them out of the suitcase. The only thing that I've done is put the stuff I was displaying in the Detolf cabinet, because Detolf cabinets are amazing. Put them back in the Detolf cabinet. Took my... For some reason, I have a miniature Christmas tree. I don't know why. I put that on top of the Detolf cabinet. I haven't assembled any of my furniture, except this desk. And I think, like, my... like, tablet monitor for, like, Blender, because I've been wanting to do Blender again. I think that's still in my suitcase. I have 2 suitcases. And they're both just full of clothes. And so it's like, you know, clean clothes live in the suitcases, dirty clothes live in the laundry, you know, the laundry hamper. Or, you know, the dryer, I guess. And all of my dishes, I have been surviving off of, like, 3 big plates, 3 small plates, and I need to actually find my cups wherever they are, because there was a sale on protein powder, and I've been trying to increase my protein intake, and I don't have a shaker cup, and I don't have my blender is somewhere in one of the boxes. I just haven't unpacked yet. So there you go. Embarrassing Webweaver fact. Now it's time to do something even more embarrassing than admit all that. It's this. You already know. You know, I'm risking a lot here because the last time I did actually try recording World of Horror. It felt like yesterday, but I tried recording World of Horror probably like a week ago. And after the video was done recording, or like after the run was over, I started yapping at the end of the run, and then my computer hard crashed. But I think, because that only happens with World of Horror, I think that is a problem with the game and my computer being left on for too long. Because whenever I leave my computer on, like, all day, and then I try recording World of Horror, it crashes. So, I'm hoping, and I really shouldn't delay this any longer, it's time for the Luldle, and then the Bonedle. I mean, listen, I gotta go with my girl Briar. By the way, I've been playing, like, you know, maybe, like, 3 or 4 ranked games, like, a week, and I've been winning, like, almost all of them, and I went from I went from Silver 1 to Gold 2, and I'm about to hit Gold 1. And it's like, I have never been Gold before, but, you know, League of Legends is just an easy game. Alright, listen. Going the complete fucking opposite. Really, it's just a dude. It's just a dude. It's just a dude who's not a human. So, like, Braum? No, not Braum. Aatrox. I don't know where Aatrox is from. Aatrox is a top laner. I'm very dumb. Bro, I'm losing it? There's not gonna be that many. It can't be Scion. Could it be... No, Warwick's a chemically altered human. I'm so silly. Could it be Wukong? Maybe. No, Wukong's like way... Wukong is a jungler, bro. Alright. Not Ionia. That's what I was thinking. I don't know. Thresh is way too, Thresh is... Is Viego human? Or is Viego like a weird undead guy? Jungler, by the way. Jungler, by the way. Where the fuck do you live? Like, you're not Fiddlesticks. You're too old. You're not, like... You're not new enough to be Fiddlesticks. Are you, like... I'm pretty sure Alistair is on the location region board already. It's not a Mumu. A Mumu's too old. Could it be Aurelian Soul, maybe? We're just guessing junglers and, like, top laners. So it's time to guess a mid laner. So mid support. No. Bottom, middle, support man from, like, who the fuck knows where. I'm not doing the quote. I'm not doing the quote. This is too interesting. Who the fuck is mid-bot support that this would consider mid-bot support? And, like, between 2013 and 2016. Like, I don't get it. And also, they're not human? Like, they're not human? They're not human, and they can do, like, what... The bot and support thing is throwing me off. They're not a Yordle either. They're mana ranged. It can't be Ezreal. Ezreal's human, right? Like, it can't be him. We've already guessed the Freljord? Could it be, like, you know, Yeti? But then it would be, like, you know, obviously Nunu and Willop can't go mid, bot, or support. Ready to fire. It's not Corki, because we know it's not a Yordle. It can't be Zac, because Zac is a jungler. What the hell is this? This is a mystery wrapped in a riddle. Everybody's either human or, like, bot mid or, like, mid support. Like, I can't think of anybody. Like, Karthus is jungle, Kassadin is mid. Kennen is top, and also a Yordle. We know it's not a Yordle. Kog'Maw is an ADC. I'm, like, not sure, chat. Like, I don't... And it can't be Smolder. It's not a Yordle, so it can't be Heimerdinger. Heimerdinger is a guest, but Heimerdinger can go top. Galio can go top. Galio can go support. But we've also done Demacia. So you see where we're getting a little confused here? Fiddlesticks... Question mark? Is a jungler. Of course, I forgot that Fiddlesticks is a funny guy, and he goes, like, every lane. We didn't get any clues. Mana ranged, mid-support bot. Because it can't be jungle, or else this would be yellow. So it has to be mid-bot support. All three of those roles. Mana ranged. Who's a man. And also, like, between the years, like, 2021 and 2013, I have no idea who it is. I genuinely don't even have, like, a clue. Like, Ryze can go top. He's not a support, I don't think he is. Taric is a support and also a melee. Is it Twitch? We have done, because Twitch can go anywhere. We've already done Zon. And he's not a chemically altered rat. Brother. Am I going crazy? It's not Urgot. It cannot be Urgot. It cannot be Ivern. Ornn is a top laner and melee. Give me the quote. You may experience mild incineration. Is it Brand? Is Brand not a... Yeah. Freljord, Runeterra, not Runeterra. Yeah, you may experience mild incineration. Whomst? Hello? We've already done Shurima, right? We have not done Shurima. So it's Xerath? It's not Xerath. 2014's right, though. 2014's the year. Xerath is definitely Shurima. Middle support, so it's not middle bot. It's middle support. Male ranged. Is this a Zap Zap quote? I didn't know Vel'Koz was considered a support. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, I know Azap's played in support, but I thought mid and bot was like the APC thing. I'll admit, another game of snake and mice. Cassiopeia... That's just a Cassiopeia quote. You can't hear it, so I'm not even going to bother to put it there. That is Renekton, obviously. That's either that's his passive, right? Yeah, it's his passive. I've never played Renekton. This is not maybe the first champion who comes to mind when you think of Lizard. There we go. I don't know, I wanted it to be Kled. I would have been happy if it was Kled. What kind of, like, fucking 2011 ass splash art is this? Is it like Garen? Xin Zhao? No, it wouldn't be Xin Zhao. He just got, like, his rework. What the hell is this? You're like a dude, probably, right? You're like an armored dude? Like some weird Darius skin? Oh, yeah, this stupid, like, is it Lord Darius? It's like the stupid Warcraft Darius. I knew I remember that skin from somewhere. Alright, Bondel time. You have a bow. Do you have a bow? Are you kindred? No, you would have like a wolf bone, right? For sure. Is your name Varys? What kind of... I didn't know he dances like this. Have I never seen Varys dance? I guess I haven't. Anyways, thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Have a good one. Bye. Happy Friday? Holy shit, it's Friday, September 19th? You've got to be fucking kidding me, dude. That's crazy.